Hari Om, Hey Janardana. This cosmos is filled up with a lot of cosmic energy. This cosmic energy, from Prayoga Shastra point of view, has got number of aksharas. The aksharas are very tiny energy particles filling the entire cosmos. Entire cosmos means it may not just our universe but multiverse. Because we very strongly believe that there are parallel verses. Today as I am talking to you, here across there are many verses. And if we are lucky, we may step into one of them and we may cite something else. Of course, we need a lot of courage, confidence to even have a glimpse of it. You should not get shocked by what you see. These small energy points, they are energy points. There is nothing like good, bad, right, wrong, nothing like that. They are all energy points. Some are constructive, some are destructive. So they start forming in different ways at different points of time, on account of which sometimes you have a war, or there is a war between one country and another, or there is a war between one family and another, or there is a war within the family itself, or there is a war within the person itself. The aksharas have got a lot of influence on human life and all other forms of life. Normally, as humans, we want only good things, positive things. Our mind will not accept negative things. This is the general aspect of any normal human. Very normal human. So we would like to accept good things. We would like to accept things that are more positive. We would like to accept things which lead to development. We would like to accept things that give us good health. We would like to accept things that give us a lot of joy, peace, prosperity, all this. This is what happens. These aksharas are, you cannot count it also, billions and billions and billions and billions and billions. There may be so much. And every akshara belongs to a particular group. They are all they belong to some groups. There is a group head, like your management. When you go into a company, you find a lot of employees, different cadres, then you have the team leaders, managers, and various levels, and then the top man. Like that. All these energy points have got their own clusters. So destructive energy creates destruction, constructive energy creates construction. And destructive energy in the hands of a good force eliminates the negative. The destructive energy in the hands of a negative force destructs everything. So, if a knife is there, if you are having the knife in the kitchen, you will be using it for culinary purpose. Whereas a knife in the hands of a very murderous person will do naturally certain things which is not congenial, which is not good, which is not right. Because we live in a society where there are some morals, there are some principles, and you have to follow those principles. There is law of the land, you have to follow all those things. Of course, there are people who are against all this, and they are living their own life, and there are good people, there are people with the negative thoughts and criminal thoughts, all those things. It's a mixture. The entire world is a mixture. But the general prayer is everybody should be together, everybody should be good, everything should be harmonious, everything should be peaceful, everyone should be prosperous, all this. But the disparity in the society is there and it will exist. But that only gives an opportunity for service. If everybody is healthy and everybody is prosperous, everybody can take care of themselves, there is no concept of service. Unless somebody is unhealthy or somebody is not prosperous, somebody is not peaceful, the concept of service comes. Of course, it looks a little bit cruel, but the truth is that all these energy points have got their own arithmetics. Some can be understood to a certain extent, not beyond. The human intellect or intelligence has not developed to that extent to understand all this. Because science is able to understand up to a certain level, but beyond that, it is not able to understand. It is not able to decode. Of course, science is also evolving, it's developing. It's not the same. New days, new things are coming up. And the human mind is able to become more conscious, it is able to rise in its level of consciousness. But the beauty is, the more it rises in levels of consciousness, the mystery into life around us also deepens. We see new things which we do not know. But all these things are connected to the aksharas. The Prayoga Shastra deals with these aksharas. A Prayogi deals with these aksharas. A Prayogi, when he looks at you, he knows very well what is your problem. You need not tell him, but probably he may ask you, what is your problem? That is for your satisfaction. Because you would like to express in your own words as to what you are undergoing. Nothing wrong in expressing, this is what I feel. Then he looks at the aksharas, because the same akshara formation is there for everybody. Everybody, in every sheath, in everything it will be there. Including our Pitrus, including our Rishis, including our Munis, including great noble people, Devatas, everywhere. So that has got an influence on the body, mind and soul. Of course, you may ask how soul will be influenced by it. Soul is very pure. Yes, I agree. But there are some aksharas which can teach better consciousness to the soul. It can give better exposure and experience to the soul. So automatically the soul gets upgraded because when it experiences that on account of the akshara. Everything. See, the other day I was eating somewhere. It was a hotel. I had ordered for some days. And I was just having. When I was having it, as I start eating, I start concentrating on what I am eating, from where things have come. There is a rice component, there is a dal component, there is a ghee component, there is an oil component, there is a chili component, there is salt component, there is some tamarind component. Like this, there are many components in the dish what I was eating. When we consciously concentrate on every component that is available, then you come to know the design of aksharas which is available across and what is going in. What is going into the human system, and you also get to know from where the ghee has come, or from where the rice has come, or from where the milk has come, from which cow it has come, from which area it has come, what is the influence of aksharas in that area, what was the influence of akshara on that dairy farmer, what was the influence of the akshara on the cow, and what all was fed to it, what it took inside, on account of which you get milk, like that, on account of which you get rice, on account of which you get dal or chili or say oil, what are all that. Sometimes if you go still more deeper, you will know who was the farmer, what is his family, how many children are there for the farmer, what are his problems, what is the role of his pitrus in his life. All these data, basic data, a prayogi collects. After that, the prayogi processes that information. And what can be done? Probably that farmer may not be known to the prayogi directly, but indirectly, because of eating this particular stuff, he has come to know about him. And he starts working for betterment of that gentleman, for betterment of those aksharas. Or some akshara is creating trouble, how to remove that akshara. All these things a prayogi does, a dakshachara prayogi does in the process. So that there will be, human life will have a quality, so that the environment will have a quality. There will not be much pollution in the environment. All these things, like, so if the environment is good, if everything is good, why people are going to fight? If wars are happening, it means that nobody is satisfied. Both the parties, they are warring parties. Both of them are not satisfied with the conduct of each other. No talks have worked out. So now they are fighting. Suppose such a big war is taking place. What is it as a prayogi we can do to minimize the casualties, or to bring the people who are warring to a negotiating table, to come for a compromise? You can't keep on waging war. It's not possible. Because a lot of things get destructed. Once again, whatever is destructed has to be constructed back. And the destructed material has to be disposed of. We do not know how to dispose it of. Once again, while disposing of, there may be a lot of pollution, there may be harm. We may be dumping many of these things in the sea. It may even harm the sea life, the creatures in the sea, which we do not know, which gets affected at what point of time. Even in the normal land, many things will get affected. So the prayogi, the Dakshachara prayogi, looks at all these aspects and he works for it. Yes, how he works? Once he spots the akshara, he knows the merits and demerits of the akshara. Everything is total. There is nothing like very purely good one or purely bad. It will all be a mixture. When majority of the good one is there, probably we can certify it is good. When majority of the bad one is there, then we can certify bad. Because good and bad are something which we have classified, but they are just playing their role. See, Devatas fought with Asuras means, or Asuras fought with Devatas means. Devatas were probably, they were majorly good, maybe 60% or 70% was good in them, but still there would have been 30% of negative in them. Asuras majorly maybe 70-80% was negative, bad, criminal, crude, but still 20% of goodness will be there. This goodness or the badness, suppose the badness or the negativity in the Devatas is 20%, if we can work on that 20% to convert it into something good, then ideally the Devatas purely become very good. And the Rakshasas or Asuras, similarly, if you work on the 80 or 70% of negativity, then they may become more pure. Of course, it's a very long drawn process. And we are not the doers, Lord is the doer. Unless He decides, nothing happens. But He has given you the knowledge to be worked upon. Any knowledge you are imparted with, what for you are given knowledge? What for? Nowadays they are all coming into artificial intelligence and so many things we say. Incidentally, computers itself we couldn't understand. But now artificial intelligence, everybody is scared. When computers came, everybody said all jobs are going off and we are going to become jobless. But ultimately, yes, initially such things did happen. Then slowly people started learning computers. They became adapted to the new environment and new technology, and as a result of which, once again, they got employment, everything. The same thing will happen with artificial intelligence also. First, many are going to lose the job because basic level programmers or analysts are not going to find a place. But slowly these people will also equip themselves. A day will come when artificial intelligence will become once again something like initially when we were going through computers. So anything new comes, we are always scared. We are totally scared. That is the normal human nature. We are apprehensive. When we look at it with a lot of suspicion. We don't gracefully accept an initial. But slowly when we start tasting it, we start knowing it, then we think, yes, this is something good and we have to probably, with advent of new technologies and knowledge and upgradation and so many things, we start learning, and a day comes when the concept of joblessness doesn't exist. So the human beings are so beautiful, they can adapt. They have got the nature to adapt. That's the beauty. When Bhagavan created humans, probably He created with a factor of adaptability. Of course, there are some very rigid people who will not adapt, and they will say that we are not prepared to adapt and we will be as original as we are. It's not that just because you have adapted, you have become polluted. Or just that you have adapted, you have become very holy or saintly or holistic. Not like that. If you adapt, we can probably see something good things in the country, you can see good things at home. So the ultimate thing is to adapt. You have to adapt to the changing needs of the society. The needs of the society keeps on changing. So that need has to be addressed because we have to exist. Everybody has to exist. Sometimes some very old people, they will keep talking those days, this day happened, never we have seen all this. They don't understand one point. Everybody is evolving. You are not the same at any point of time. Even with those elderly people, they are also evolving. They are not able to appreciate that evolvement, what is happening. Even during their great-grandfather, there was no TV or there was no mobile phone or anything. Nowadays, they can very well talk to their grandson, granddaughter. There is a phone at any point of time. Whatever is happening is coming on the television. Okay. The invention has made them to adapt all those things. Like that, one automatically adapts. It takes a little bit of time. Some resistance is there initially. So the Prayogi looks at all these points. Okay. And he works for the welfare of the entire cosmos, leave alone the world. So, that is where the concept of Prayoga and Nrisimha comes. We have already done somewhere around 20-30% of Pradishta is over as far as Nrisimha is concerned. Because our favorite deity is Nrisimha. Mata Nrisimha, Pita Nrisimha, Bhrata Nrisimha, Sakha Nrisimha, Vidya Nrisimha, Dravinam Nrisimha, Swami Nrisimha, Sakalam Nrisimha, Ito Nrisimha, Parato Nrisimha, Yato Yami Tato Nrisimha, Bhagyan Nrisimha, Hridaye Nrisimha, Nrisimha Madim Charanam Prabhadye is the sloka which we pray to Nrsimha. He is father, he is mother, he is money, he is Vidya, he is friend, he is inside, he is outside, he is everywhere. Ultimately, he is the Bhagavan. We belong to that. We belong to that group where we ardently worship Nrsimha in our own way. So now we are coming up at Nrsimhavadi with Prayoga Nrsimha Kshetra. It's a Prayoga Nrsimha Kshetra, one of its kind in the world. He is coming up with 16 hands and 18 hands. Ashtadasa Bhujam, 18 hands. With 16 hands holding the various 16 astrams which we use in the Astra Prayoga mantra. The Lord in this form is more a Prayogi. He is a Mahaprayogi. He is above all Prayogis. The world and the universe and the cosmos, what he created, he keeps on changing it. It doesn't remain the same. The creation keeps on changing. There are various things that keeps on changing. The Bhagavan does the change. The entire cosmos is his laboratory, where he has got many things and it keeps on changing. Change is the only permanent thing in life. Everything changes. Bhagavan alone doesn't change. All the other things change. That concept, that powerful Bhagavan, which does not change and which is more static, is dynamically evolving the entire system of cosmos. And so many things come. In his laboratory, we are also one small speck here and there, we are there. He is also experimenting with us. Because it's universal consciousness. Universal consciousness cannot be challenged at all. With your cosmetic laws, what you use on the earth, you cannot apply those laws for the Lord. God is cosmic. He is all powerful, inscrutable. He cannot be scrutinized. He is above all your normal things. He is paranormal. He is the final. He is the Bindu. He was alone. Then he manifested all of us for his entertainment, not for our entertainment. Don't expect the Lord to entertain you. You have to entertain the Lord. And that is a grace. Pray to the Lord. Pray to Bhagavan. Bhagavan Nrsimha. He will give you everything. So, all these aksharas together comes the Prayoga Nrsimha. And that beautiful. When he, see, Hiranyakashipu asked for a boon from Brahma. The boon was like, no, I should not be killed by any weapon. I should not be killed by a human or an animal. I should not be killed inside or outside. I should not be killed up or down. I should not be killed during daytime or nighttime. Because he asked for immortality. Brahma said, that is not my subject, it's not possible. I cannot give you. You ask something else. Then he asked so many things, thinking that this will automatically give him that immortality. He made all the calculations and made it. He never thought that Bhagavan can still execute him. Following all this, you see, Brahma is a junior official below Lord Narayan. Bhagavan Narayan is a junior official. A senior official can always overrule whatever the junior official has said. He has got a right to do, especially when adharma is there. When as a Rakshasa or an Asura, he is creating so much of trouble, he is harming so many people. And all the more, all his bhaktas, like Prahlada, his own son, he was harassing at every point of time. He can very well execute him at any point of time. That is human mind. But Lord will always not overdo whatever has been said by Brahma. He doesn't want Brahma to be not respected. Tomorrow, by any other devatas or by humans. So whatever boon Brahma had given, okay, he fulfilled that boon and then executed Hiranyakashipu. Okay. That's the beauty of the Lord. Whereas when we work in office, I am a senior official, I am a boss, I can overrule what you say. That is not management. See the Lord, how he teaches you management. He still follows all that. When he came, he was neither human nor he was animal. Head was animal and body was human. Okay. He did not carry any other weapon. He only used his nakam, Vajra nakam. It seems Lord Sudarshana was there as nakam. Then it was neither daytime nor evening time, night time. It was twilight, Pradosha Kalam. During that Pradosha Kalam, twilight time, he executed it. It was neither up nor down, it was on his lap. It was neither in nor out, it was just on the step. So he went through everything and he executed the Lord. But when he executed him, the negative force of Hiranyakashipu, it had accumulated a lot of power. And the powers and all were in the form of aksharas. All those aksharas were coming out. Lord neutralized them with very good aksharas. The negative aksharas were neutralized with positive aksharas. All these positive aksharas which came out after the execution of Hiranyakashipu were annihilated by the Lord by using different aksharas which emanated from different usage of weapons. That's why you have, in Prayoga Shastra, you have so many weapons. Weapons means, it's not just to kill person that's a weapon. No. But one akshara will need one type of treatment. One weapon can produce aksharas which will give that particular type of treatment. Chakra is there. It has got millions and billions of akshara. Khadga is there. It has got millions and millions. Shatamukha Agni Chakra is there. Agni is there. It has got, once again, billions and billions. You have Halam is there. It has got. Musalam is there. It has got. So everything here, all aksharas together, Lord uses to convert all the negative aksharas into positive aksharas. That is why you have Prayoga. Suppose you have a negative thinking. Where you have to go? You have to go to Sri Kshetra Narasimha Vadi at Ahobilam and pray to that Prayoga. My mind is full of negativity. Please kill that negativity in me. Inject positivity. Through the concept of Prayoga, oh Lord, you are here sitting as Prayoga Narasimha. Kindly bless me. Let my life change for better. That's a big kshetram. It's now coming up. Maybe another 1 year, one year and 3 months. It will be full. It would be grand. That's what Kudumbara is doing there. He's building a Bhuloka Vaikuntham there. So, Prayoga Shastra has got very, very good things. In fact, the entire life it will design. It will very beautifully do it, provided you have faith. If you are a scientist in religion, you cannot appreciate religion. Religion needs to be wondered. There is nothing to investigate in religion. There is nothing. If Rama had sent one Banam, he had left and it went across the entire thing and it hit some Rakshasas during the war with Ravana. If you see the Banam, it would have gone in different ways. Yes, nowadays technology has improved. Your film technology has improved. Nowadays they are showing Bana going. So at least they have some imagination to put it across. It is like that. It may not be exactly like that, but they are trying to convey something. Okay. So that you get an idea about it. Is it not? That creativity, that imagination, with that they want to. So like that, it will go. During Mahabharata war, certain weapons were used. In different ways they were used. Prayogas were done. Drona was a big prayogi. Shaguni himself was a prayogi. Okay, but they were on the other side. Okay. Even Bhishma was himself a prayogi. Krishna was the greatest prayogi. He was on the positive side. Vidura, he was on the positive side. He was a big prayogi. Kripacharya, he was a big prayogi. Like that, their prayoga always has got good, and there will be some negative prayogis also. But in Dakshajara there is no negativity, only in Vamajara it is there. Not all Vamacharis are like that. Vamajara did not come for that purpose. Vamajara was a shortcut. Some people have misused it. Anything I told you, like a knife, you can use it for good purpose, you can use it otherwise also. But Dakshajara is very elaborate and broad. Very elaborate and broad. So no mischief can be done with that. But with Vamajara some mischiefs can be done. So the Prayogi, there you see all Prayoga Narasimha. That is where Prayoga Narasimha is something very unique. If you are part of that, no, something very great. I don't know, this temple may exist for thousands of years. It's not just going to be for our lifetime. It's going to exist. You can be a part of that wonderful saga. Okay, you would be, probably we may not be knowing when we are reborn later. And here in the Pradesha we have used a lot of Shalagramas. Various Gotra Pitrus are there in Shalagramas. Lord Janardana, along with their Jiva Pitrus, Karana Pitrus, Deva Pitrus, there are so many Pitrus. Okay. Vasarupam, Rudrarupam, Aditya Rupam, they will just say, but still there are many more classifications in Pitrus. All those people, so many families, so many generations, lakhs of souls, Pitrus, which are there in Pitraloka. All of them come there and praise the Lord. Whatever Shalagramas are kept there, every Shalagrama will resonate. They are all standing around the Lord and praying to the Lord. The Aksharas are produced by the Lord, Prayoga Narasimha. I just wanted you to a little bit know about all this. That is the reason why I thought a little bit I have shared with you. God bless you all. Thank you very much. Bye. See you some other time.